In this video, we're going to talk about removing a single contact from your list inside of REALTY. So I'm going to talk about it here for a quick second, and then we're going to show you how to actually do it. So occasionally you're going to need to remove a contact from your PCSOI list, and the reasons will vary. Maybe they moved away, they passed away, they're using another agent, they get their real estate license, etc. Other things, they could be mean, didn't get along with them, something went south for some reason. When this happens, do not delete the record. Do not delete the record, okay? Instead, change the pipeline to archived. And this way, if the person comes back in your world, you're still going to have the record with the notes, because sometimes you forget. You forget why you took them off the list. So make sure you make a note inside the record of why you're removing them. And yet the person you don't want the person to receive your PCSOI information. So that's why they're in archive. They're not going to pop up anymore. And then to archive that record, and by the way, it's like a back, to archive a record, go ahead and open the record by clicking on the person's name in the upper left corner, click on the pipeline and select archive. It's pretty simple. So let's walk through it. Okay, this is what it's going to look like when you first log into REALTY. Let's go into people. This is your database of people, your CRM. And we have our list of 12 leads, 12 people that we have. And they call them leads, by the way, instead of records. But this is the 12 records that we have already imported in. We're going to talk about this one right here called bad lead, test it. I already entered that, so we could show you what we're going to do with something we don't want to keep. I just want to show you this real fast. We could have, if you had a huge list, like this only has 12, but if you had 1,200 and you're trying to find someone, you remember their first name is bad lead, but you can't remember anything else. You could do a filter, by the way, and try to reduce it by any of these items, but you could also go up here to this search symbol, and you click on that, and watch what happens if we type in bad lead. It found bad lead, and so go ahead and click on bad lead, and bad lead opens up. Okay, so that's kind of neat. But I'm going to go back and just show you also, you could have just done it directly from your list, and you click on bad lead, and now we're in bad leads file. We're looking inside of the information for bad lead. All right, so what I would do is I would make a note as to why I'm going to get rid of bad lead, and I'm going to, instead of delete them, I'm going to archive them. I'd make a note up here, says, hey, activities, make a note, add a note. So I'm going to write in what happened, and I have no idea why you want to get rid of them, but things happen. So let's say bad lead got a real estate license and started telling everyone I am a terrible person. Yeah. All right. So I have no idea what could have happened, but something happened where you don't want to have them in your database, your file anymore. No problem. Make a note, because otherwise in 3 months, 6 months, a year, 3 years from now, you're not going to remember what happened. So just go ahead and make a note. You click add note, and notice it pops in here. So bad lead got a real estate license, started telling everyone I'm a terrible person, and you can give the whole story if you want. And there it goes. That's now in the file. And so we'll close that back down, but that's still there. And here's how we actually archive them, which is the simple part. Go over the pipeline in the upper left on new leads. There's a down arrow. Click that down arrow and then scroll down to where you see archived. Go ahead and click archived. And it said, hey, changed successfully. They've been archived. Now they're not going to receive your information when you go out there to do business. Now, the other thing you could do, by the way, is you could also remove them as a tag from your PCSOI. So let's say that they were tagged. Let me add it here. I didn't have them for some reason in there. Let's say they had been tagged as your PCSOI. And what you can do is you can remove that. You can say, hey, you know what? I not only archive them, I don't want to accidentally send them anything, so I'm going to make sure I take them out of my PCSOI. So if I highlight over the PCSOI, there's a little X there, and I can click it. and they're gone now. They're no longer on my PCSOI, so I won't accidentally send them anything. They're in archive, and unless I open them back up, they're going to be out of my world. All right, now I'm going to go back into my people's list. And here we go. Now they are archived. They're out of there. They're not going to get stuff unless I specifically pull them up and start working with them again. Makes sense? Pretty cool. So that's how you archive someone instead of delete. Now, let's say you say, Mike, I hate them so much now. I just want to delete them. I don't even want to see their name. All right, well, you could do this. You could click on them, go over to more, and then here's a delete button. You could click delete, and it says, hey, you can delete these people unless they were shared with you. And then you can type in your reason, mean person, and you could give the whole story if you want. I'm not sure how that works. I got to apologize to you. I don't know if maybe this keeps it in some separate part of the database, but you could do that, and you get rid of them, and they won't even show up here in the database at all. That's another option. And by the way, you could have probably done that from inside the lead. Let's take a look. We click open the lead. Let's see, let's go up to these triple dots. And we're going to go down, and there it is. Sure enough, delete the lead. You could delete this lead down here all the way to the bottom, delete lead. And then, hey, do you really want to delete this lead? And then you say yes or no. And we're not going to delete them because I want to keep it in there as the archive. But that's it. All right, that's another option. So that's how you can get rid of someone in your database that you don't want in there anymore.